Hey everybody, hope you're doing well today. It's Eric from the MMG. Today we're looking at Lorcana. This is the new collectible card game that has just been blowing up everywhere. You heard about it probably first at Gen Con when they had a 12 plus hour line wait to get some cards. And it's been out for about 2 weeks now. Full mass release is coming here on the 1st to many of the bigger retailer stores, Best Buy, Walmart, stores like that. It's been in local game stores, but it's been very hard to get, and they've been jacking the price up on them. So normal packs of cards, the retail price is $6 a pack, which is nuts to me, but that's what it's going for. And I've seen stores asking $8-10 a pack, and then there's these starter decks, which gives you a full deck of cards, which are super hard to find, and they're really jacking the price up on those too. I really wish they would have been more respectful and just charged retail price, but that's just me personally. But you know, let's get into this. I'm going to show you some of the decks that I made. This is from a program called Pixelborn. I highly recommend you check it out because it is free. They do have a Patreon. You can support them to unlock extra features, which I recommend you do because, well, this is a great program. So what we're looking at now is a couple decks that I built. This gives you access to all the cards. There's a little bit of legwork involved. There's videos out there that show you how to do this. So just Google Lorcana Pixelborn or look for it here on YouTube, and you'll find a video that shows you how to set it up. But I'm going to talk about a couple decks that I like, that I've made and played with and really enjoyed. First one I'm going to talk about, I just call it my red-blue deck for now. I haven't came up with a name. And this is, this is a deck that's pretty common. I've seen a lot of variants of it. And I've made a few adjustments here and there, and I'm honestly probably going to tune it some more. But I'm going to show you what we have for now. All right, so let's go over these cards in my deck here. We have four of all these cards. That's how I did this deck. That's how it worked out. To start out with the red side, we have 16 cards. We have Minnie Mouse, classic. 1 cost that you can ink, has a 1 to 3 power, and that's it. Really, it has a 1 quest. So very basic card, but for 1 cost, it's it's a really strong card in my opinion. All right, next up we're going to look at Aladdin. This one, I like it for the improvise. It's a 3 cost that you can ink. It's a 2/2, but improvise lets you remove a lore from each opponent, which is a nice skill, and then it can also quest for 1. It kind of helps you slow down the game a little bit to get some of your bigger cards out. Next up we have is Maui. It's a 5 cost that you can also ink. It's a 6/5. It's got Rush and Reckless, so it's my Wrecking Ball. So Maui will come out and take out a bunch of the enemy's cards pretty quickly and help me eliminate some of their lore or questing cards to kind of also slow the game down. Next up we have is Mickey Mouse. This is an 8 cost inker. This is the highest cost card in the game. It's a 5/5 and it's got evasive, so that's a rare ability. It's kind of like flying in other games. Magic's what I'm thinking of right now. Evasive is kind of the same way. Only other characters with evasive can challenge him, and the main thing that Mickey Mouse has is 4 questing points or lore points that it can get. Pretty insane. It's definitely more of the end game, but it can quickly wrap up a game. Alright, now we're going to go down to the blue. We have 44 cards. We have the 1 cost that you can eat called Develop Your Brain. This lets you look at the top 2 cards of your deck and put one of them into your hand, the other into the bottom of the deck. This is just going to help you get the cards that you need. Next up, we have our princess. This one is probably one of my favorite princesses in the game. Aurora will let you cost 2 mana that you can either ink or play. It's a 2/2, but it also lets you get 2 lore or questing points, which is really, really strong. Next up, and it also works good with the other ones, which we'll get to in a second. Coconut Basket, one of my favorite items in the game. Consider the coconut. Whenever you play a character card, you may remove up to 2 damage from chosen character. This is really good to help keep Maui alive, keep him wrecking stuff, and Minnie Mouse as well. 2 costs that you can ink, so it's a good, easy to play card. Grandma Talia, this should be in every blue deck. Cost 2 that you can ink. It's a 1/1. Best part of it is the ability, I will be with you. When this character is banished, you may put this card into your inkwell face down and exerted. You can also quest for 1 with her. Next up, we have One Jump. Oops, I accidentally removed a card. A character with cost 2 or more can sing this song for free, but here's the best part of this. Put the top card of your deck into your inkwell face down and exerted. Cost 2. You cannot ink this card, but you're going to find opportunities to play it, especially if you get an early game. Phil. I like this Phil card. This is kind of a card that I like. You won't see a lot of other people playing with it. It's a 2 that you can ink. It's a 3/1, and it has support. So whenever this character quests, you may add their attack to another chosen character this turn. And it can only quest for 1, but why I like this is 3 attack is quite a bit. You can add it to Mickey Mouse to make her a 4/3. You can do it to Maui to make him a wrecking ball to take out some of the bigger characters. There's a lot of options you can use this. And you can also just attack with a 3/1 to take out maybe a princess or something that's bothering you. Alright, next up we have Mickey Mouse, the detective card. This is a 3 that you cannot ink. It is a 1/3, and get a clue is why you have this in your deck, though. When you play this card, you may put the top card of your deck into your inkwell face down and exerted. That's why you rock with Mickey. Alright, here's the other princess I mentioned earlier. I had 2 versions of her in the game. This one has Shift 3. You may pay 3 to play this on top of one of your characters with the same name, right? So that's why we have the other version in here too. So you can actually play this on top and stack up the power with it. It also has Protective Embrace. Your other characters gain ward. Opponents cannot choose them except to challenge. And it's a 3/5, it costs 5. It can get you 2 lore points. Alright, next up we have Donald the Duck. I like this card. It's a medium strength 5/5 that you can ink. 4/3, excuse me. It's a 5 cost that you can ink. It's a 4/3 abilities, but it's got ward, so opponents cannot challenge this character except to challenge, and it's got a 2 questing. So it's a nice middle of the road card. Nothing super special about it, but I like it. Robin Hood is next. I really like this card a lot too. Whoops. It's a 6 cost that you can ink. It's a 4/4, but it's got Feed the Poor, which is what I like. When you play this card, if an opponent has more cards in the hand than you, you get to draw a card, which is nice. And it's got Good Shot. During your turn, this character gains Evasive. They can challenge characters with Evasive. So this will help you take out some of those characters that are harder to hit. It's got 2 questing ability. Hades is next. This is the second most expensive card in my deck. It's cost 7. You cannot ink it. It's a 3/6. There's a downside to this. When you play this character, you may put chosen opponent character into their player's inkwell face down. So this is really good to take out large characters you're having problems with, or maybe ones that are really well protected that you need to take out. It has a 2 questing ability too. Alright, that wraps up this deck. This one I call just the Ruby Sapphire based off the colors. It's a fun deck. It's got a lot of abilities early on that allow you to kind of get the upper hand and then hopefully play your bigger hitter cards later on and win the game. Alright, thanks for watching. Hopefully this helps you with your deck in Lorcana. This program is called Pixelborn. Check it out. There is tutorials on YouTube to get this loaded up, and you can play this game yourself. And you can also make sure you support them on Patreon for all the great work that they've done. Thanks for watching, and have yourself a great day.